That's right. Let's go now down to Mexico. Joining us now, the former president of Mexico, Mr. Vicente Fox. Mr. President, thanks for being with us this morning. I think it's an understatement to say that you are no fan of Donald Trump, looking at some of the things you've said about him lately. Just yesterday, you said, when I saw today's gathering of the Republican Party retreat, Trump being there reminded me of Hitler addressing the Nazi Party, comparing Donald Trump to Hitler. What did you mean there?
Yes, comparing Donald Trump with Hitler and comparing the Republican Party with the Nazi Party, because they don't seem to have free mind. They don't have to decide on their own. They seem to be doing just exactly what Senor Trump proposed to them. I would say, Senor Trump, please grow up. I mean, now you're president of a great nation, of the most powerful nation in the world. Please grow up, be or try to be a real president, and keep throwing smoke balls. Your strategy in dealing with businesses is not the one to do in government and among nations. We take you seriously. As seriously that President Peña decided not to come to the United States. It was not a mutual decision. It was our president's decision, because we are offended, because we've been harmed, and because you're affecting our businesses like Ford Motor Company. Ford Motor Company now has a ban. Now people is not buying Ford cars because you played around with Ford Motor Company. Now several Mexican states that buy units from Ford Motor Company are not buying anymore. Several corporations in Mexico have done the same. And now you move to how you're going to charge for the wall. How do you think that Mexicans are going to pay? Your proposal yesterday was a 20% tax on Mexican imports. Do you know who pays a tax when you import? Is the American corporation, the company that is importing the car. And if that car, Mexico will keep selling at 20,000, as an example, US dollars, it will have a 4,000 tax paid by a US corporation. And finally, the consumer will pay 24,000 instead of 20,000 with its own pocket money. So Mexico is not paying for the wall. You are paying for the wall. Taxpayers in the United States are paying for the wall.
And there are a lot of people in this country who agree with that assessment, including some Republicans in the Senate. But there's a long way to go from disagreeing on trade policy and a proposal from Donald Trump and comparing him to Adolf Hitler. In what way do you think he's like Adolf Hitler? Do you think there's a chance the United States of 2017 ends up like Nazi Germany?
Well, he's a populist. A real populist. I mean, Trump, he plays around with everybody. I mean, the way he spoke to the senators and the congressmen from U.S. Congress is incredible. I mean, he's playing around with everybody. And that's why I make the comparison. Hitler was used to embellish, used to get in love, by his nice talking, by his promises, by their grand dreams. Trump just moved from tweeting or from campaign promises to executive orders. Executive orders doesn't mean a thing. I mean, when he comes to Congress and tells them, I need the money for the wall, I need 25 billion for the wall, what is Congress going to say? And then he will promise again. He will tell Congress, don't worry, I'm going to collect that money from Mexico. That will not happen. Understand it, please, Senor Trump.
Former President Vicente Fox of Mexico, thank you very much for your time, sir. We appreciate it.
So the Wall Street Journal's editorial.
I get to say that there's a bit of a jump from a 20% border-adjusted tax to exterminating 6 million Jews.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Probably put that in right.
The Wall Street
now we can go to the
Journal.